apart in Gunta.
Frederickstown or something? Gunther, yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah. Did he work on it at all, or?
He did. He did some work to it. But I think that front end, I don't know. I got it from Taylor.
Is that cool if I take a?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he had.
Start that thing right here.
Yeah.
I should start it here by hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It always started
Fall
really
around
good.
it by hand. Just push it.
Yeah, it's a good starting bike.
Oh,
I haven't rode in a couple of years. I've had a lot going on too in my life.
Something broke there.
Yeah.
Cover. I mean,
I did have I laid it down one time. Hit some loose gravel and broke the fairing, and then Uther, he told me he thought it looked better without it. But I missed it when I took it off. I really.
Dang right, you missed it. Keep them bugs off of it.
You're right.
I rode a lot in cold weather.
Yeah.
He used to ride to Alcoa.
But I ride back and forth to Alcoa, and it's get pretty cold.
Oh, I believe
And
that.
coming home it felt nice. We're going in the morning. I rode many morning frost all over the ground.
Yeah. I've rode it some cold mornings myself.
It always fired up real good.
Yeah, it did. Once it ran, it ran. I mean, it's easy to start, like you said.
Been a long time.
Yes, yeah, no same old bag.
I think I found everything. If I do find anything else, I'll definitely let you know.
That's great.
Like I said, I'll make sure.
That's awesome.
Taylor left.